It's that time of year again where daylight is an illusion and part of old women's tales. Bad lighting videos ahead of you. Hey guys, I just watched Priscilla from The Readables talk about book FOMO, the fear of missing out on books. And she talked about her uptake on this and how she experienced it and how it changed over the past. And I thought I want to talk about this too, because I used to really experience a lot of FOMO in real life. When I was a teenager and at university, I could not stay at home if everybody else was out. I had to be everywhere because I was so afraid of missing out on things. I was always the last to leave parties because I just couldn't go home before everyone else has left. I was just constantly afraid of missing out. Funnily, with books, I didn't experience that. Now that I'm older, I'm much more relaxed of not going out and not being everywhere where everyone else is. But with books, my FOMO has increased, and I do blame BookTube. Ever since I started booktubing, I've been exposed to a lot more books and a lot more book hype than I have been before. And that's okay, it's good. And I know we all know this feeling that when we start booktubing, we start to buy books and want to read everything, and then we realize it's not possible, and that we bought a lot of books that we thought we might like, but they were just okay, or we plain didn't like, and we just bought them because everybody else read them. And I think that's part of the book FOMO, that everybody else is talking about it and you just want to talk about it too. And then you realize maybe that's not my taste, or maybe I don't really like that. And I think after a couple of years of booktubing, or after some time of booktubing, all of us, we have settled down and we've discovered, like, no, this is just something that's actually not my thing. So I'm just gonna miss out on that. So I think we learn to control our FOMO a little bit. Another thing that can create a lot of book FOMO is, of course, the hype around books. You all know that I just read Illuminate, and I didn't know there was a hype around this book, and I'm actually quite glad that I didn't, because I'm not sure if I would have read the book if I had known about this hype. For me, I've discovered that hype at its peak is the point where I'm least interested in reading a book. So my book FOMO is smallest when everybody loves it and everybody talks about it. For me, being early on a hype is the best place to be, because if I don't know about the hype, I can like the book for the book part. I know I may create the hype as well and add to it. I'm really sorry if I do, but this book is awesome. But you know what I mean? It's like when you're early on the hype and you just love the book for the book's sake, then it's just there and you want everyone else to read it, so you share it. But then you create this super high point of hype where everybody talks about the book, everybody loves the book, which raises the expectations really, really high. And we talked about expectations before, how that can be not so good for a book. So when hype is really strong, I personally don't feel any book FOMO anymore, because I think I just have too high expectations of the book that I just cannot like it. So once the hype has petered out and not so many people are talking about a book anymore, I get more interested in it again, and I can see if I really want to read the book or if I just wanted to be part of the community talking about this book. And Priscilla said that as well, that it's like a great feeling to be part of this when everybody's talking about a book and you can talk about that book too. But it doesn't change that the book will still be there once the hype is gone and nobody's talking about it anymore, but you can still read the book and experience the joy of reading the book and experiencing that book. So I think book FOMO for me is changing, and it depends on what point of the hype cycle is going on at the moment. So of course I want to know how you feel. Do you experience book FOMO? Does it change? Has it changed since you joined BookTube and over your time on BookTube? Let's talk about that. FOMO, and don't be scared. Sunlight will come back. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.